You gotta listen. Mayor McDonough. I saw him with one of those Institute synths. Piper was right. He's one of them.
McDonough's a synth. Oh, God. What do we do now?
You can stop standing around. Someone get a doctor.
Sullivan.
2 slugs in the gut, plus the fall from the elevator. I ain't gonna make it.
What happened to you, Danny?
I was making my rounds near the mayor's office when I heard shouting. Thought he was in trouble at first. Then, when I found him, he was with a synth. One of those older ones, with all the metal parts. Said something about how they can't do this to him. That's when they noticed I was there. Got plugged 2 times before I ran to the elevator. I remember falling, and it's kind of hazy.
Hold on. My friend here can help.
I will administer first aid and trauma stabilizers.
Thank you, miss. Pardon me if I don't get up for a while.
Hey,
What do you wish to talk about?
your thoughts?
I must warn you, the thought of you being close with anyone else causes very complicated emotions in me.
That was it?
Not a problem. Let us continue our journeys.
Everything's fine. This is all just a misunderstanding.
Damn it! The door won't budge. Damn it! McDonough's locked the door.
Officer?
There's no key. Gotta be a way in.
Geneva used to have some way of opening the door. Maybe check her desk.
That's far enough.
Help me! He's crazy!
I am not just going to be discarded and tossed to the wolves. I'm the mayor, goddammit!
Discarded? The Institute didn't want you back?
No, before the explosion, they sent some discount messenger to tell me I've outlived my usefulness. Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen next. I'm walking out of this city, unharmed, with my dignity intact.
You're
Not
not getting off
happening,
the hook
McDonough.
that easy, McDonough.
You're a
You
dead
have
man.
to answer for what you've
Dead
done.
synth. Whatever.
I'm either walking out of the city a free man, or I'm killing as many of you disgusting, filthy savages as I can.
What are you gonna do then, McDonough?
I can't go back to the Institute. I can't stay here, but I'm a man of resourcefulness. I'll make my way. Just let me go. Hasn't there been enough bloodshed? Think about poor Mr. Sullivan.
You're going to stand trial. And these people are going to have justice.
Lord knows you've got plenty to answer for.
Trial? Please. You know how these people feel about synths. I won't be stuck in a prison while they gloat.
Good
He's
job
dead.
taking down that backstab. He deserved
I
it.
can't say McDonough didn't deserve worse, but... Without
Not
a
sure what's
mayor,
gonna
the city
happen now.
council will be next in line to
City
pick up the
council
pieces.
takes over, I guess.
Let's hope they do a better
It'll be a long
job.
time till anyone trusts
I
another
don't know
election.
when people are going to be ready for another mayoral election. Not going to be soon, that's for sure. But at
Hey,
least now Diamond City
thanks.
will finally have the truth.
We owe you. Big.
Oh, the mayor is dead. This is not good.
I
Have you
can
found
carry
something
something if you need
interesting?
me to.
Piper.
I got a lot to clean up here, Blue. Hit me up again later.
Hey.
Yes?
Pastor.
Thank you. God willing, he'll make a full recovery.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
That explosion came from the old CIT ruins. I mean, if you believe the stories or the history, could the Institute really have been destroyed?
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
I may sell just about everything, but none of it is scrap.
I'll think about it.
Suit yourself. Synth-free shopping, right here.
Hey, Arturo.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against
I've got a few minutes to browse.
everything hand-tooled.
God, did you see that explosion? The old CIT ruins. They're just a big crater now.
Officer?
The Minutemen are in town. You know, one of these days, I might sign up myself.
Hey there.
Hey there, General. Just spreading the good news to Diamond City.
these defenses are quite sturdy, yes?
Going down.
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target. So, it appears the Commonwealth is about to enter a new era of peace thanks to you.
I don't know what to say.
It doesn't matter. What you've done will be felt for years to come. It's destined to become a part of history. A tale of a lone soldier who made this land a better place. A place where people no longer have to live in fear, but instead live in peace. And even though you elected to carry out the mission with the Minutemen at your side, the end result is the same. The Commonwealth is safe, because you chose to take a leap of faith and make a difference.
Thanks, Danse. Hearing you say that means a lot.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do for the soldier who risked everything on my behalf. Anyway, I've said what I needed to say, so I won't keep you any longer. I suppose it's time you ventured out into this new world you've created. And if you'll still have me by your side, I'd be honored to accompany you. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Danse?
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Oh, it is Monsieur Danse. One day soon we must talk of the technological marvels of the Brotherhood.
Sharing technological information isn't permitted. However, if you wish to donate yourself for study, I'm certain our scribes would be pleased. If you have a moment, I have something personal I'd like to discuss.
Are you okay, Danse?
I'm sorry. I really thought this would be easier to talk about. There's so much I wanted to say, but I don't know where to start.
This has something to do with your true identity as a synth, doesn't it?
Believe it or not, it's deeper than that. I've spent my entire life, or at least what I perceive as my life, following a plan to shape my own future. But since my banishment, I feel lost. Almost like I exist without purpose. For the first time since that moment I signed up with the Brotherhood, I don't have all the answers. I don't have a plan, and it scares the hell out of me.
What you've gone through would throw anyone for a loop. You're just confused.
You're damn right I'm confused. I'm a machine that thinks like a human, who was trained to hunt the very thing I've become. Don't you understand? Everything I had, everything I knew is gone. In the span of a few hours, my identity was ripped from me and my world turned upside down. At least what you had was something tangible, something real. Your wife, your son. They were living, breathing humans who loved you and cared for you. Those sons of bitches who created me couldn't even be bothered to implant memories of having siblings or parents. I don't even know how much of my own past is artificial and how much is real. Can you even imagine that? I started out as nothing, and I've ended up as nothing. And I don't know what the hell to do about it.
Hang in there, Danse. You need to fight this thing.
I'm not giving up. Not yet. I suppose you're right. Maybe I'm just missing the point. My life's starting over. And I need to come to terms with everything I've lost and everything I've gained, which includes something important you've made me realize. I don't know if it's friendship or an anomaly in my programming. After all, I'm not really human. But whatever it is, I can't deny that I'm feeling closer to you than anyone else I've ever met.
As far as I'm concerned, you're like a brother to me. The best of friends.
And I'll do everything I can to live up to it. Look, I know that this has been difficult for you. In fact, I don't envy some of the recent decisions you've had to make. If our roles had been reversed, I'm not so sure I could have handled it as well as you did. Whatever the case may be, I just want to thank you for sticking by me, and remind you that what I said before still stands. If you need me, I'll be here for you.
Hey.
All right.
Paladin.
Is there something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
It's about time for you to go, Danse.
Very well. Just remember everything I've taught you, and you'll do just fine. Keep your gun loaded, and watch your back out there. Watch what you fire at in here. You never know what explodes and what doesn't. Watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Going up. Ground floor.
It should have been the Brotherhood dealing the final blow to the Institute, not the Minutemen.
Excuse me.
Never expected the Minutemen would be capable of taking out the Institute.
Minutemen took down the Institute. They're more resourceful than I thought. Next time.
Attention. Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
That's quite the crater you've manifested in the center of Boston. Marvelous work. Simply marvelous.
I was simply doing my duty, Proctor.
Nonsense. There's no need to be modest. You deserve all the accolades you've been receiving, and more. And despite popular opinion on this vessel, I feel that using the Minutemen to accomplish this feat was an inspired concept. You've minimized the Brotherhood's potential casualties by coercing another force, using them as virtual cannon fodder. Inspired. Sometimes I feel the Brotherhood has such a narrow view when executing its operations. Well, I've already taken up more than enough of your valuable time. If you still wish to procure technical documents or escort one of my scribes, please let me know.
Feeling any after effects from the Institute explosion?
What? I can't hear you over this ringing in my ears.
Well, that's to be expected, given the circumstances. You did a hell of a job out there, you know? Everyone aboard is talking about it. Working with the Minutemen to destroy the Institute may not have been the Brotherhood way, but it was still the right thing to do. Anyway, as long as you're feeling fine, you're cleared for active duty. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Never did like this rust bucket. Oh, sure, the Prydwen's a fine ship, but put me in the field any day. I'm worried about these recruits. Too young, too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
Not sure I like the idea of Minutemen having so much firepower.
And just like that, the Institute was gone in a puff of smoke. Thanks to the men.
We really should just stay out of each other's way.
Dr. Lee.
I have some important work to do, if you'll excuse me.
Next time you run off, how about you invite your brothers and sisters to the party?
I know I'm not the first to say this, but I appreciate what you did down there. The Institute got exactly what it deserved.
Cheer up, Proctor.
We won. I wish that I could. I just keep thinking about all the lives that were lost getting to this point. There was this one pilot in particular. Rico was his name. I've been on this ship long enough that I watched him go from a greenhorn wastelander to a lancer. Every day, after his duty shift, he'd come back here and we'd talk about, well, everything. Sometimes for hours. I remember the day Kells put him in command of a vertibird. He ran right down here to me and handed me a bottle of whiskey. I told him to keep it, but he insisted. He said I was his friend. Felt he owed it to me for keeping him sane all those years. Go on. Right before you got back to the Prydwen, Kells told me he was shot down. Some punk with a rocket launcher got lucky and blew him from the sky. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. It's not really any of your concern. I guess I just wanted to show you that there's two sides to every victory. Those who live to revel in it, and those who died making it happen. Well, I think I've raked you through the mud for long enough. Here, I want to give you this as a token of my gratitude for everything you've done. I hope the gesture means the same to you as it did to me.
Tegan.
Welcome back. Heard about Dance. Just know, what you did was right. Now, what can I do for you?
I'll take a look.
Be my guest.
expected the Minutemen would be capable of taking out the Institute.
The Minutemen took down the Institute. They're more resourceful than I thought.
Do you realize that by destroying the Institute, you provided me with a host of new opportunities? I can't wait to get to work.
All right. I admit it. I'm confused.
Really? Well, allow me to explain. The detonation of the Institute's reactor undoubtedly had a significant impact on the Commonwealth's ecosystem. There hasn't been an atomic explosion of this magnitude in quite a long time. Certainly none that I've been close enough to study. The prospect of watching what this immense concentration of radiation does to the local flora and fauna is nothing short of exciting. You've done a great service in the name of science. In any event, I'm certain you need to get back to your duties, and I need to get back to my data. Thanks again for providing me with such a wonderful opportunity. Be careful out there, sir.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Minutemen having so much firepower.
And just like that, the Institute was gone in a puff of smoke. Thanks to the Minutemen.
The smooth sounds of Diamond City Radio are brought to you by the following. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Feels like anything's possible when you're in love.
Low to the Institute.
According to Billy
Not the
Howard.
Minutemen.
Here's crazy, he calls me.
Hey there.
I'm glad you're here. It bucks up the troops to see their general taking charge. We've lost some scouts recently. Feels like trouble to me. Exactly what I would do before I tried to attack a place like this. We've called in volunteers, so we aren't short of people. We'll see how these greenhorns do in a real battle. But our defenses could use some beefing up before it's too late.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Sure.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Can we trade a few things?
Sure.